Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Raymond School Fields, where we are set to bring you Brockton Blazers softball. It's opening day here at the field, and we are starting things off this year with a matchup between West Bridgewater's Minor League 2 and your Brockton Blazers. As we're getting ready to start, let's check out the starting lineups. And we are just about set to go. Leading things off for West Bridgewater is Cynthia, and she takes the first pitch in there for a called strike. Peyton is the starting pitcher for the Blazers here this afternoon. Swung on and missed, strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Misses down and in, ball one. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count here on Cynthia. Peyton's ready and she delivers. In there for a called strike 3. And that is the first out here in the top half of the first inning. Savannah will be the next hitter here for West Bridgewater. She pops the first pitch over towards first base, and it's foul. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Popped up foul, and it drops down there. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Here the count on Savannah. 1 down here in the top of the first. Pitch. Misses, ball 1. Here comes the 1-2. Up high, evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peyton's ready, she delivers. Misses low and the count runs full. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Savannah will head down to first as she reaches on the base on balls. One on and 1 out now as Ivy's the batter. She swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. Here comes the 0-1. Down low. Everyone's ready. The pitch comes. Low, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike. The count here on Ivy. Peyton gets set and delivers. Swing and a miss. Evens the count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here comes. Down low, it gets by the catcher. And the count's full. A little bit of confusion. So at the minor level, runners are only allowed to steal third base. So the runner now goes back to first. Here comes the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. Ivy heads down to first, and we've got runners at first and second here for the Wildcats. The cleanup hitter, Georgia, steps in. First pitch, offered at and missed for a strike. The 0-1. Misses low, gets by the catcher. And Savannah's going to head over to third. The throw is just not going to be in time. Runners are the corners now here. Here's the 1-1. Inside, ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count here on Georgia. Peyton's ready. She winds and delivers. Outside, ball 3. Everyone's set. And here comes the 3-1 over the inside corner for a called strike. Count now is full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Called strike 3. Second out recorded on the inning. That'll bring Grace up to bat next. She takes the first pitch high. Here's the 1-0. Inside, ball 2.
Take your time, Peg.
Peyton's got the ball back in the circle. And here comes her pitch. Low. 3 balls, no strikes. The count now on Grace. Here comes the 3-0. Misses, ball 4.
All right, Peg.
That's going to load the bases up. And now, per the rules of our
Right to field.
coaches are discussing. Per the rules in the Old Silver League minor division, if a pitcher throws 3 walks in an inning, a coach from the offensive team will come in and finish pitching for the rest of the inning. Helps move the game along a little bit. Make sure the girls have some pitches that they can take a hack at. There is no stealing when the coach is on the pitcher's mound, and also there are no walks. Swung on and missed by Harper for a strike. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes here on Harper. Bases loaded, full of Wildcats. Swinging a ground ball. Peyton tries to make the play, but it gets by over to shortstop. The throw to first is not in time. A run comes in to score, and West Bridgewater is on the board first. Next up is Flynn. She grounds the first pitch over to third, and it gets through into the outfield. The throw to third is not in time. Ivy comes in to score, and Flynn has an RBI single. KK will be the next hitter. She grounds the first pitch down the third base line, but it's foul. Here it comes. Fouled off again. 2 strikes now here on KK. Here comes the pitch. Grounded foul again off the third baseline. She is jumping on top here. These pitches ready to hit. Here we go. Another 2-strike pitch on the way. Fouled off. Swinging a ground ball over to third. Fielded there. And the play is made at third, and that will retire the side. West Bridgewater does pick up a pair of runs, and as we finish the top of the first inning, West Bridgewater 2, Brockton coming up.
It did look like one.
Come on, London.
Two balls and no strikes here. The count on London. Leadoff hitter here in the bottom half of the first for the Blazers. Swung on and missed. 2 balls and a strike now here on London. Outside, ball 3.
Good eye, London.
Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. London heads down to first with a leadoff walk. Peyton will be the next hitter, excuse me. So used to just seeing her on the mound.
Come on, Peg.
See her with those Wonder Woman socks. The first pitch from Ivy misses, down for a ball. The 1-0 pitch, fouled off. Evens the count up at a ball and a strike.
Come on, Peg.
Here comes the 1-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. The count now here on Peyton. Low, ball 3. Here comes the 3-1 pitch. Fouled back and the count's full.
Come on, Peg.
And the payoff pitch is on the way. Swung on a miss for strike 3. 1 down now here in the home half of the first, as Eleanor will be the next hitter. Here comes the pitch. High for a ball. The 1-0 pitch is on the way. Misses down and in. Ball 2. Pitcher sets. She winds and delivers. Low, 3 balls and no strikes to count here on Eleanor.
Got this, Eleanor.
Here's the 3-0. Up high, ball 4. Eleanor reaches on a walk Puts runners at first and second now, as Fiona will be the hitter. Here comes the first pitch. Misses for a ball.
Got this, B.
Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down low, ball 2. Here comes. Over the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike here on Fiona. A little bit high, ball 3. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Down low, ball 4. Fiona will head down to first, and that will load the bases up full of Blazers. Raylan's next up, and Coach Fred will come out to do the pitching duties.
Good eye.
Coach Fred clearly a little bit rusty in the offseason. Swinging a ground ball up towards the pitcher's mound. She has it. The throw home is not in time. London comes in to score. And the Blazers are now on the board. Remy steps into the box next for Brockton. Takes first pitch. Called strike 1. Coach Fred maybe starting to find his groove out there. Another pitch. Popped over towards the first base side. And it goes foul. A lot of English on that one. Two strikes now here on Remy. Bases still loaded here with 1 out in the bottom half of the first inning. Coach Fred throwing a lot of inside pitches. Trying to do a little bit of a brush back here on his own hitters. Called strike 3. Two down now here in the inning as Ariana will be the hitter.
Got this.
Swing and a miss. Big cut there by Ariana. Grounded over towards the first base side. Fair ball. And the out is recorded. 3 unassisted on the putout. And that ends the inning. But the Blazers do score one, and after one completed inning, it's West Bridgewater 2, Brockton 1. All right, we're set here for the start of the second inning. West Bridgewater leading by 1. McKenzie will lead things off for the Wildcats. She takes the first pitch down low for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. A little bit high, ball 2. And the third pitch hits her. McKenzie heads down to first with a hit by pitch. Aliana is the next hitter here. She swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Misses outside, evens the count up at a ball and a strike. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from Peyton. Oh. She faked us out. Now it comes. Misses high. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here the count now on Aliana. The 2-1 pitch on the way. And fouled off the third base side.
Same thing, Pay.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. High and the count's full. Peyton winds and delivers the payoff pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. Aliana takes the walk. Runners at first and second now here for West Bridgewater as Ava steps up into the box. First pitch misses up high for a ball. Low, ball 2. Gets by the catcher, and Mackenzie will head to third on the wild pitch. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes here on Ava. Peyton's ready. High, ball 4. That'll load the bases here for the Wildcats. And Riley steps up next. Coach will now come out to pitch. Riley hits the first pitch in front of home plate. Peyton has it, throws home, and they get the out at the plate. Riley reaches on a fielder's choice, and that's the first out of the inning. Back to the top of the order here as Cynthia steps in. She grounds the first pitch to shortstop. It's fielded there, throw to third, and it gets by. 1 run comes in. A run comes across there for West Bridgewater. Savannah, the hitter here, she walked and scored her first time up. Swinging a ground ball over to second. Fielded there. Not in time. MJ with a nice play, but the runner just a little bit too fast. Fourth run across for West Bridgewater. That brings up Ivy to bat. She walked and scored her first plate appearance. She grounds the first ball over to third, and it gets through into the outfield for a hit. Riley comes in to score. Cynthia is being waved in. She will score as well. And it's a 2-run single for Ivy. Georgia comes up to bat next. Nope, a little bit of confusion here as that was 4 runs across, and that is the maximum a team can score in an inning. So that'll bring the inning to a close, but not before West Bridgewater picks up 4 runs. And as we head to the bottom half of the second inning, West Bridgewater 6, Brockton 1. All right, here we go with the home half of the second inning, and MJ will lead it off here for the Blazers. She takes the first pitch up high for a ball. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. High again, ball 2. The 2-0 pitch. Inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes here on MJ. And it's a little bit high and outside, ball 4. MJ heads down to first with a leadoff walk. Natalie steps in next here for the Blazers. First pitch misses for a ball. Note that the ball did strike the batter, but she made no attempt to get out of the way, so that's determined to be a ball and not a hit by pitch. Here comes the 1-0. Low, ball 2.
You got this.
Here comes the 2-0. Swinging a ground ball over, fielded by the first baseman. She makes the play herself for the first out of the inning. MJ advances to second.
Good job.
I'll bring Jasmine up to bat next.
Good hit.
First pitch to Jasmine is low for a ball. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2.
Got this.
The 2-0 pitch. Outside, and 3 balls and no strikes. The count here on Jasmine. Rio pitch. Big swing and a miss for the first strike. Here's the 3-1. Down low, ball 4. Jasmine heads on down to first on the base on balls. That put runners at first and second here with 1 down, as Jaslyn will be the hitter. Sisters batting back-to-back here in the Blazers order today.
You got this.
First pitch misses low. The 1-0 pitch. Down and in for ball 2. Set, and here comes the 2-0 pitch. Down low, 3 balls and no strikes. The count here on Jaslyn. Rio on the way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Jaslyn heads down to first with the walk. That's going to load the bases up, and that's going to bring Coach Fred in on to pitch. And Nyla will be the next hitter for your Blazers. Chance for them to cut into this West Bridgewater lead. Fouled off.
You got this.
Fouled off again. 2 strikes.
You got this. Good eye.
Good eye by Nyla as Coach Fred wastes one. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Two outs now in the inning. as Kilani will be the next hitter. Big swing there by Kilani and results in strike one. Swinging, it popped up over towards the first base side. First baseman has it, but not over there in time to record the out. MJ comes in to score, and the Blazers have a run. Tried to say Brockton and Blazers at the same time. Did not work. That'll bring Serena up to bat next. Bases still loaded with 2 down. Coach Fred misses inside. Really trying to jam his hitters here today. That pitch is swung on and missed for a strike. Good block by the catcher on that low pitch. Nowhere for the runners to advance. Remember, they cannot steal home, only third. Swinging a ground ball over towards second, and it gets into the outfield. 1 run is in. Jaslyn being sent around, and both sisters come in to score. Had to make sure that she touched home plate, but she did, and the run scores. 2 runs in for the Blazers as they cut the lead to 2. That brings the top of the Brockton order up with London. And she swings, and the first pitch goes off the plate but foul. London walked and scored her first time up. Here comes the pitch. And foul off again. 2 strikes here on London. Inside. Coach Fred trying to intimidate his players, clearly with all these inside pitches. This is inside. Comes the pitch. Coach Fred struggling with his command a little bit here. See if he can find the strike zone. Tips are being given by the spectators for Coach Fred to get closer, so maybe he has a better chance of throwing strikes. That one's a little bit high. He's gone inside, outside, high. Oh, and he hit her. Now he's overcompensating because he just hit her with a pitch. Great patience here by London, making Coach Fred throw her a strike. There we go, in there for a strike three. He lulled her to sleep by throwing so many bad pitches. And that retires the side, but the Blazers do pick up 3 runs. And as we head to the 3rd inning, it's West Bridgewater 6, Brockton 4.
I was going to stay back here until they start.
Now batting, Georgia Ryan.
Okay, you got this.
All right, we're set to start the 3rd inning. And we have Georgia leading things off for the Wildcats. Peyton's still on the rubber here for the Blazers. I almost said on the mound because I'm instinctively going back to my baseball days. There is no mound on a softball field. In any event, the first pitch missed inside for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. The 2-0, outside. 3 balls and no strikes to count here on Georgia. Coach Fred just walked by the broadcast area, said declared himself the worst pitcher in the league. After that last inning, we might have to agree. Down low, ball 4. Georgia heads down to first after a leadoff walk. Grace, the next hitter. She takes the first pitch over the inside corner for a called strike. Grace walked in her first plate appearance back in the 1st inning. Called strike 2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes to count on Grace. A little bit high. Great reflexes and a nice catch by our umpire, Cassie. 2-2. Misses low, and the count's now full. Here's the payoff. Inside, ball 4. Grace will take first. And we now have runners at first and second with nobody out as Harper steps in. She singled back in the first inning. She takes the first pitch inside. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over the outside corner for a called strike. The 1-1. Ground ball foul off the first base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The count here on Harper. Here's the 1-2. Grounded back towards the pitcher. Peyton has it. The throw over to first. And it is in time for the out. One down now here in the inning. Runners advance over to second and third as Flynn is the hitter. Flynn singled her first time up. Pitch misses up high. Down low. 2 balls and a strike. The count now on Flynn. Down low, ball 3.
Hey, you got this. Doing great.
Three 1 pitch. Grounded down the first base line, but it's foul. Sharply hit ball down there. Just on the foul side of the first base line. That will run the count full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4.
You got it, buddy. That was good.
That's going to load the bases up for West Bridgewater. And KK will be the hitter. She swings at the first pitch and grounds it towards second base. It's fielded there. And the tag is not applied. A run comes in to score.
Good job.
McKenzie comes up to bat next. As West Bridgewater extends their lead to 3. McKenzie was hit by a pitch her first time up. McKenzie grounds the first pitch off of Peyton's glove. And everybody's safe. That was a sharply hit ball. Good reflexes by Peyton to knock it down. Aliana is the next hitter. She walked and scored her first time up. She hits the ball down the third base line. Peyton has it. She throws home. And the run comes in to score. Good drive by the Blazers there to try to cut the run off at home. To bring Ava up to bat. She walked and scored last time up. She pops the first pitch over towards second base. It's fielded there. Tag is applied for the out. A run comes in to score, and that is the fourth run of the inning, and that will bring the top of the third inning to a close. West Bridgewater puts up 4 runs, and as we head... Wait. I guess we're still continuing the inning for some reason. And they're going to say that that was the 4th run. I'll beg to differ. That was Riley who knocked in the run there. And that will bring the inning to the close. West Bridgewater picks up 4 runs, and as we go to the home half of the third inning, West Bridgewater 10, Brockton 4. All right, Blazers coming up to bat here in the bottom of the third. Peyton will lead things off. First pitch misses inside. Pitcher set. And she delivers. Low, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Low, ball 3. The 3-0 pitch. A little bit outside, ball 4. Peyton will head down to first with a leadoff walk. Eleanor steps into the box next. She walked her first time up. First pitch misses down low. Pitcher's ready. And here comes the 1-0 pitch. Outside, ball 2. And we get the ball back in the circle. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Inside. 3 balls, no strikes. The count here on Eleanor. Pitcher set. And the 3-0. Outside, ball 4. Eleanor will head down to first. Runners at first and second now as Fiona steps up. She walked back in the first inning. Takes the first pitch low. Pitch. Down and in. Here's the 2-0. Inside, 3 balls, no strikes here on Fiona. Outside, ball 4. That'll load the bases up for the Blazers as Raylan steps in. She singled her first time up. Coach Fred has brought in a relief coach pitcher. His son Declan now coming in to pitch. Hopefully we don't have like father, like son here. First pitch misses inside, and we may need to go out of the family.
You got this. Good eye.
A little bit low. Yeah, that one's in there for a strike.
You got this.
Swinging a ground ball down the third base line. It's fielded there. The tag is applied on Peyton for the out. Braylon will reach on the fielder's choice, and that's the first out of the inning. Bases are still loaded as Remy steps in. First pitch is fouled back. One strike pitch. Misses outside. Swinging a ground ball towards second base. It's fielded there. The throw to first is in time for the out. Eleanor does come in to score. And that's the second out of the inning. Ariana steps into the box next, and she swings and misses at the first pitch. Still two in scoring position with 2 outs here for the Blazers.
Nice swing.
Big cut. Strike 2. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Grounded over towards second. Fielded there. The throw to first. And they get the out. That'll retire the side here in the third inning. We've completed 3 full innings. It's West Bridgewater 10, Brockton 5. All right, we're starting to start off the fourth inning here. Swing and a miss by Cynthia to start things off. She reached on a fielder's choice and scored her last time up. Ball down low. London, the new pitcher here for Brockton. Up high, 2 balls and 1 strike here on Cynthia. Is a 2-1. Low, ball 3. The 3-1. A little bit short. And Cynthia will head down to first with a leadoff walk. Savannah steps in next. She's walked and reached on a fielder's choice, scored once so far today. First pitch, a little bit high. London gets set. Pitch misses inside. Everyone's ready. And the 2-0 pitch. Low, 3 balls and no strikes. Here the count on Savannah. And ball 4 outside. That'll put runners at first and second now. As Ivy steps in, she's walked and singled, scored once so far this afternoon. First pitch is a little bit short. Comes the pitch. Misses low. Ball 2. Up and in. 3 balls, no strikes here on Ivy. Down low, ball 4. Ivy heads down to first, and that's going to load the bases up for West Bridgewater. It's also going to bring the coach on to pitch as Georgia comes up. She walked and scored in her last plate appearance. She swings and pops the first pitch over to shortstop. Oh, excellent try over there by Fiona. They tag second and they get the out there. Two runs do come in to score. As Georgia reaches on a fielder's choice. Grace is the next hitter. She lines one back up the middle. The coach almost gets his head taken off. And they make the play to first. All right, we're resetting here. We're gonna do a no play there. Self-defense there by the coach. Swing and a miss for strike one. Grace got a hold of that one. Ground ball over towards third. It's fielded there. The throw to second. It gets by into the outfield. Georgia heads on over to third. Harper comes up to bat next. She singled back in the first inning. Ground ball to third. It's fielded there. The throw to second. And they get it for the out. Nice play by the Blazers. Georgia does come in to score. And that's the second out of the inning. As Flynn is the batter. She singled and walked and scored once so far today. Swing and a miss for a strike. Grounded over towards shortstop. Fiona has it. Over to second. And they got the out there. That's going to retire the side in the top of the fourth, but not before West Bridgewater picks up 3 more runs. We go to the bottom half of the fourth inning. West Bridgewater 13, Brockton 5. We're set here for the home half of the fourth inning as MJ steps in and she takes a called strike. She walked and scored her first time up. Inside, evens the count up 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High. 2 balls and a strike, the count here on MJ. Swing and a ground ball just in front of the plate, fair. And Meyer reaches on a single. Natalie steps in next. First pitch misses high for a ball. Inside, ball 2. Two-0. 3 balls and no strikes here on Natalie. Down low, ball 4. Runners at first and second now as Jasmine comes up to bat. She walked and scored her first time up. Inside for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Down and in, ball 2. Low, ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes here on Jasmine. The 3-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. 3-1. Up and away, ball 4. Jasmine heads down to first, and that will load the bases. Jaslyn will be the next hitter. She walked and scored her first time up. First pitch is right there for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, strike 2. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Inside, 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Jaslyn. Called strike 3. 1 down now in the inning, as Nyla will be the next batter. First pitch is foul tipped for strike 1. The 0-1. She swung, strike 2. Here comes the 0-2. Low, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Nyla. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. In there for a called strike 3. Two outs now in the inning. And Kailani will be the next hitter. First pitch misses outside. Outside again, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0. 3 balls and no strikes here on Kalani. Swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the 3-1. Low and outside. Ball 4. That's going to walk home a run for the Blazers. Serena steps into the box next. She singled her first time up. Swung on and missed. Here comes the pitch. A little bit short.
Big swing. Coming up.
Swinging a ground ball to third. It stays fair. And they get the out at third. That retires the side. But the Brockton Blazers do pick up a run, and as we head to the 5th inning, West Bridgewater 13, Brockton 6. All right, we're back to start the 5th inning. KK leading things off, and she swings and misses for strike 1. She's reached on the fielder's choice and scored her last time up. Ball 1 low.
You got it.
Got this, London.
You're doing great.
The 1-1.
Awesome.
Over the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes here on KK. The pitch, low, ball 2. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 1 down now here in the inning. That's going to bring Mackenzie up next. She's been hit by a pitch and singled so far today. She takes the first pitch down and outside.
You got this. Doing great.
In there for a called strike. Look out, inside. 2 balls and a strike now here on Mackenzie.
Got this, London. Let's go, London.
3-1 here on Mackenzie now. Here comes the pitch. I believe the count is full. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. Mackenzie heads down to first with a walk. Aliana is the next batter. She has walked and reached on a fielder's choice. She's scored once today. She fouls off the first pitch. Here's the pitch. In there for strike 2. London's in a groove now. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. 2 down now in the inning.
Awesome, London. You're great.
Ava will be the next batter. She has walked and reached on a fielder's choice, scored once so far this afternoon. Swing and a ground ball right in front of the plate. Fielded. The throw down to second is not going to be in time. Ava reaches on the infield single. Runners at first and second now with 2 outs as Riley will step up. She's reached on a fielder's choice and singled so far today. She scored once. First pitch misses for a ball. A little bit high. Dropped down just a little too late. Ball 2. The pitch. 3 balls and no strikes here on Riley. Here comes the 3-0. And ball 4. Riley heads on down to first. And that's going to load the bases. Cynthia steps up. She's reached on a fielder's choice and a walk, and she scored twice. First pitch misses outside, ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a fly ball out to left field. It drops down for a hit. Mackenzie comes in to score. Ava coming around, and she will also score. What a poke there by Cynthia, as she has herself a 2-run single. Savannah steps in next. She's walked and scored twice. Coach Fred having a consultation with London on the mound. She's having a heck of an inning so far, throwing a lot of strikes here. All right, here we go as Savannah steps in. First pitch misses outside. Runner goes to third, and she makes it. The pitch, low for ball 2. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike, now the count here. Inside, ball 3. And the pitch, a little bit inside, ball 4. Savannah heads down to first, and that'll load the bases again. We'll also bring the coach into pitch, but what a great inning by London. She pitched to 7 batters before surrendering 3 walks, including 2 strikeouts. Ivy, the batter here for West Bridgewater. She swings at the first pitch for a strike. Ivy's walked twice and singled once, scored once. Swinging a ground ball back up the middle, and it gets through to the outfield. Riley comes in to score. Cynthia being waved around. She scores as well. That was 4 runs for West Bridgewater, but this is the last inning where the run limit is eliminated. Ground ball to short by Georgia. It's fielded there by Fiona. The throw to second, and they can't quite get it. Excellent attempt by the Blazers. And that'll load the bases up as Grace comes up. She's walked twice, reached on a fielder's choice, and almost took her coach's head off last time. We'll see if he's weary to throw her a strike. She swings and misses at the first pitch. Everybody needs to be ready out there. Grace, a big bat up at bat. Ground ball off the third base side, foul. Here comes the 2-strike pitch. Popped over towards second. It goes into the outfield for a hit. A run comes in. Ivy also comes in to score. George is being waved all the way around. And Grace has a 3-run double. Harper will be the next hitter. She's singled and reached on the fielder's choice. She pops the first pitch over towards first base. It drops down, and she makes it. Runners at the corners now here for West Bridgewater. Flynn steps in. She's singled and walked and scored once. She grounds it over towards first. Peyton has it there, but it's foul. The pitch. Popped over towards first base, but foul. 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for strike 3. And that will bring the inning to a close. West Bridgewater picks up 7 runs. It's the last chance coming up for the Blazers as they trail 20-6.
If I knew that, I would have done it. It's just hard for the next week.
We're back here for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Last chance for the Blazers as London leads things off. She walked and scored back in the 1st inning. Inside, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3 balls and no strikes to count on London. Here's the 3-0. Over the inside corner, strike 1. The 3-1 pitch. Called strike 2. Counts full. And here comes the payoff pitch. Up high, ball 4. London heads down to first with a leadoff walk. Peyton will be the next hitter. She walked her last time up. First pitch misses down low. The 1-0. A little bit high, ball 2. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. Big swing and a miss by Peyton. 2 balls and a strike now the count. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. Yeah. Down low, ball 3. Count's now full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Peyton heads down to first. Runners at first and second now, as Eleanor steps into the box. Comes the pitch. Misses outside for a ball. Runner's trying to go to third. It's London, and she makes it there. Good throw by the catcher. Outside, ball 2. Here comes the pitch. Oh, and it hits the bat. Foul ball. 2 balls and a strike. The count on Eleanor. Here's a 2-1. Down low, ball 3. Here comes the 3-1. Down low for ball 4. Eleanor heads down to first. That's going to load the bases up. And that's going to bring Coach Declan into pitch as Fiona, he's pitching to his sister here. Fiona's walked twice. Big swing and a miss by Fiona.
Nice swing.
Looking to take her brother deep on that one. Comes the pitch. Misses outside. Called strike 2.
You saw it.
Here comes the 2-strike pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. I have a feeling Declan's never going to let her live that one down. 1 out now, as Raylan will be the next hitter. She's singled and reached on the fielder's choice. Swinging a grounder over towards first base. It's fielded there, and the out is recorded, but London comes in to score. The Blazers now down to their final out. Remy will be the next hitter. Peyton cheering her on from third base, urging her to bring her home. She swings and misses at the first pitch. Here comes the pitch. Misses a little bit inside. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Here we go. Misses outside. Swing and a miss for strike 3. And that is going to bring the game to a close. The teams are going to line it up to congratulate themselves on a game well played. And as they go through the line, our final score, West Bridgewater 220, Brockton 7. We're going to step aside for a few minutes and then we'll be back at about 5:30, so in about a half an hour, with our second game of our opening day doubleheader featuring our seniors team. Thanks for tuning in. We'll be back in a bit.